My name's Sammy Horner. I'm an Irishman from Belfast, and went to live in Scotland to study theology in 1980, and have lived in Scotland ever since, but have travelled around the planet playing music for a good part of those 30 years. So I get asked to do a lot of St. Patrick's Day things, so I just thought I'd get some traditional songs, Irish Rover and Ramblin' Irishman, because people kind of like to take that away with them. It was kind of just a fun album. It was done pretty quickly, and it sort of gets wheeled out every St. Patrick's Day. So, but just a lot of fun Irish songs. Well, I was literally sick and tired. I had been on the road indefinitely, but I had a really awful time, I guess about 4 years ago, and my body was really not doing well. I had some problem with my arm, which I still have. My left hand, I can't feel in this part of my hand, which is not good when you play an instrument. But I had been for tests and all sorts of things. When they brought me in to test, I just woke up one night and my left side was numb. I thought I'd had a stroke or something. I got to the hospital. By the time I got there, only my arm was numb. And they tested me, couldn't find anything, but they found all these other things. They found I have my liver's not in very good shape. Not through boozing, it's just it's a genetic thing, and it's like cirrhosis, but not alcohol related. My cholesterol was through the roof. I had all these things wrong with me. I just didn't know. And this all came out because of this thing in my hand. And this turned out to be little bone spurs that are growing inside my vertebra and pressing on my spinal cord. So it's just... So I can have an operation. They don't know if it would make any difference, and they'd have to fuse my neck. And I'm just thinking, you know what? While I can live with it, I just will. My band have been around for about 22 years now, and in 22 years people do things like get married and have children, and so touring becomes more problematic. Guys just don't want to be away, well, especially when they've got young children. They just don't want to be on the road. So that was one thing. The other thing was, you know, just a whole bunch of personal stuff, and I really felt I needed to just cut back on how much I was away, because the Electrics would be away every weekend in Europe and then doing American tours. But I decided that I needed to be around a bit more just to try and figure some stuff out, and to see if being around would help. And so I went and I taught children with behavioral problems. But the kids I was teaching were you know, off the chart, violent, difficult. And I had very small groups and used music a lot to teach the kids. And I quite enjoyed it, but I did that for a few years, so that slowed everything down. But I was very aware that I really wasn't going to be a teacher. You know, it just wasn't for me. So I did 2 years with that, just occasionally playing gigs. At the end of that 2 years, the band hadn't been playing much because I've been teaching and we just weren't. And I just thought, well, I need to see if I can just go back out again. The guys weren't keen. I got an acoustic guitar, and I'm a bass player. I'm not much of a guitar player. And I was offered a chance to come to America for a month, so I did. And I made a little acoustic album that would be a bit more like what I was doing, because my band were a rock band. So, you know, you want the album to be a bit more like what you're actually doing. And amazingly, people seem to like it. I was under no illusion that they may not like it, because I'm not a great guitar player, but amazingly they did. And the years of touring with the Electrics had given me a big enough fan base to keep going. So it was mainly people who liked the band booked me. But that has grown over the years, and you know, here I am in Milwaukee with people I've met a day ago, and my life is like that now. It's word of mouth, people tell others, and that's what I do.